got some new hot rollers. We're gonna try them out. Hello, welcome to Lady in Waking. If you are new here, my name is Ashley and I am an over 40 pop culture geek with a penchant for vintage style, and this channel is dedicated to finding your own version of age-appropriate vintage style, no matter what that is. So if you're over 40, under 40, there will probably be something useful for you here if you love vintage style. And today we're going to try out some new hot rollers. Now, hot rollers have been my nemesis for the past few years. I live in an area now where I have my own water supply, which is super great, but also it is spring water, so it has lots of minerals in it, and it tends to make my hair super difficult to style with heat. I have not really been using hot rollers a lot lately. When I do, I tend to use my hot sticks, which are back there. Those are from the 90s. I don't believe they make them anymore, but you can still find them on places like Depop and eBay and all that good stuff. That said, hot sticks make a very small curl, more like a traditional 1940s curl, and if it's low humidity around here, it works great for a quick vintage style set. However, sometimes I want to get a nice big voluminous set, and unfortunately my current hot rollers that are larger sized have just stopped heating. They heat some, but not a lot. I've also got some lock and roll rollers and some vintage tight curls. Unfortunately, both of those have lost their heating to some extent as well. They still get plenty hot, but for me, they have to get stupid hot in order to curl my hair because my hair is so straight, as you can see, and just poker straight. So the smaller sized rollers just don't really give me the look that I want. If I want to get a hot roller look, I tend to go with my big jumbo soft curls, which I have on a more popular video here on this channel. But sometimes I do just not want to sleep on rollers, and if that is the case, then I do have to have something that works somewhat. So this unfortunately was a necessary purchase for me to have that option, but it was time. The last set that I bought was in the 90s, so it was time. And I read the reviews, and these supposedly get stupid hot to the point that they burn your fingers, and if there's any indication by the way it feels now that it's been plugged in, yikes, this is hot. That's good though. I really like the compact style. These are Conair. Here's the box they came in. They were on Amazon. These are called Conair Curls and Waves. Right here, they are relatively inexpensive. I don't want to invest a lot in a hot roller set if I'm not going to use them often, but these have great reviews. So we're going to try these out. I'm going to start with a relatively simple set, try to achieve something a little bit like a longer version of Betty Draper. My roots are showing. Pay no mind if you see some gray popping through in this video. It happens. So these come, I really like that the lid to this just flips open and just stays that way as opposed to the ones that you have to take the lid off. So all of my others have a lid you have to remove. This actually just flips open. This makes it really great for travel, honestly. If you want a travel hot roller set, this seems like a really good option. It comes with 6 really large, oh my god, they're so hot. Oh, thank the Lord. They're so hot. Okay, this is the large size. There's 6 of these. There are 6 medium-sized. And my favorite thing about these is it came with 8 small size. So the small size is what I tend to use on the bottom because those are the curls that go the fastest in this high humidity weather. So we'll see the way that works. It comes with pins instead of clips. Oh my god, the pins are so hot. These are the medium-sized ones, the large ones. The set that I had before, which was a Remington set from the 90s, tell me if y'all remember these, where they changed color. They started off green or purple, and they turned white when they were hot and ready. And then they cooled back to the color they were supposed to be whenever they were done. So they were really great until the chameleon element just stopped working altogether and they just stayed white. And now they just don't get hot anymore. I also don't like the fact that the pins all have the same color tips, so it's really hard to tell them apart. I had to literally lay them out on the floor and separate them. And even now I can't tell the difference between the medium size and the large size. But either way, I'm just going to do my standard hot roller set. I'm going to use a medium roller going back on the top. Twist the hair around it. Sit it straight back. And then I take my pin and I clip it forward. Like that. And the pins do stay pretty well. Clips tend to stay a little better, but I like the fact that the pins don't give you a whole lot of denting. Now, because of the time factor, we're going to speed this part up. You will see basically what I'm doing, but we're really... Okay, so I'm going to do another one here. Trace some heat tamer spray. It's my favorite heat tamer or heat protectant because it's water-based instead of alcohol-based. So I'm going to skim through this and go pretty fast. I usually spray each section before I roll it. Don't know why I didn't do that on the first one. Yep. Clipping it back. We're going to roll the top sections back, the side sections down. It's going to be super simple and easy. And we're going to switch to fast motion and narration right now. Okay, so just moving on, I'm taking my heat tamer spray and spraying each section. I'm going to go from the part down. I believe that in salon speak, this is called the bullhorn setting, where you do the rows on the top going back. Technically, that would be going all the way down the back, though, and I don't really do that. And then you go down the sides on either side of the top section. And then after I hold the hair out straight to get as much volume from the setting as possible. So you'll notice that I hold it out sort of straight, 90 degrees from my head. Okay, and then I'm going to just take my bang section and just kind of curl it away from where my part will be. I usually top it with a little bit of hairspray while it sets, and I am going to let this set for a good probably 30 minutes. The negatives to this set that I have found so far are minimal as far as like the heating factor. They seem to get pretty hot. Interestingly, the medium-sized ones feel hotter than the small ones. So I'm mildly concerned that the smallest ones don't seem to be as hot. I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's maybe a little denser material that it's made of or what. I don't like that there is no indicator to let you know when the set is ready, but on the flip side of that, the indicator light stops working on almost every set I've ever seen. So it's kind of neither here nor there. As long as you keep it plugged in for a good 30 minutes, you beforehand you should be set to go without any problems. And it probably, of course, heats up to its full efficiency earlier than that, but that's just a safe guess. And the negative to, a lot of people feel like the flocked velvet ones are better for them. I have always preferred this kind because of how it grips my hair. So far, that's all that I have to say on it. I'm going to let these set for about 30 minutes and we will come back and see how they style. So now that the rollers are completely cool, I'm going to start to remove them. And as you can see, the curls completely drop. So big disappointment. It just is not the roller set that I need it's not the success that I need from a hot roller set. So as you can see, the curls there's this little bit of a wave there, but it just drops completely. And that I think is in keeping with the way that hot sets tend to behave on my hair, other than my hot sticks, which do tend to curl pretty good. So yeah, it is definitely an issue. The one thing that I have not yet tried is a shower filter, or actually a bathtub filter. I don't take showers, I take baths, so it's a little frustrating that I can't seem to find a good bathtub filter. So if you guys have a recommendation for one, that would be great. I have not found one that has solid reviews all the way across the board, and that's what I'm looking for. But that is the one thing I haven't tried. I will definitely try that next, I think. And then if that works pretty well with my hot sticks and changes that snapback on the curls, then I may go ahead and invest in another pair of hot rollers. Well, it's a fail. I had to try. I really love the look that hot rollers used to give me. If you followed me on Lisa Fremont Street years ago, you know that hot rollers used to have a great look. It has to do with my water. There's really nothing else that I can do about it. My hair just simply does not heat set, especially when you use larger rollers. My hair just does not heat set. And These got super hot. I was really excited about it. I hate to share a video with you that is not a full win, but there's no way I'm keeping these because this is exactly the same curl I get from my Remington hot roller set from back in the 90s. Part of the process of honing our vintage style is finding new and exciting ways to do things, and I really, really wanted there to be a hot roller set that worked for me. But other than my Remington tight curls, which if you look at my video on TikTok, which I'll link below, the Remington tight curls are not heating like they used to, so that coupled with the fact that it's a heated set makes them not work as well as they used to also. The only heated set that I'm still getting any sort of success from is the hot sticks, which they work fine for a certain type of curl, but I really wanted nice big full body curls, and I'm just not going to get those unless I do a wet set. It's a huge fail and I'm very sad about it. Today is a high humidity day, but honestly, if I'm going to bother setting my hair, this would be completely straight in like 30 minutes. Sorry about my dogs, I know y'all can hear them. But yeah, these would be, I'm going to send them back. This would be completely straight in just a couple of, I mean, it's pretty for now, but it would be completely straight in 30 minutes in this weather. And even just as a base for an updo or anything else, I don't feel like it gives me enough body. So no hot rollers for me. I'm just not going to get the results I need from hot roller set. I'm very sad about it. Yes, my hair's a little long, but it shouldn't make that big a difference. I used to roll my hair with hot rollers all the time, and I would get such nice body that I was able to hold on to all day. And if that's not going to happen, it's just not going to happen. So today's video was not a success, but it was definitely fun to try, and hopefully we will have a better success for you next week when I come back. And in the meantime, just make sure you check TikTok and Instagram for short form videos, and we'll be back next week. I wanted to add that I am, like I said, still in the market for a bathtub filter. So if I can find one that has good reviews and that works pretty well, not only would that make cleaning my bathtub way easier, it's hard, but I'll also maybe be able to revisit this in the future. So stay tuned for that.